G'day, I'm Warwick Schiller, and today I want to talk to you about how to get your horse over moving objects. You know, a lot of time at horse shows I see people, they see the tractor coming in the arena and they vacate the arena because my horse is scared of tractors. Or they do the other thing is they're always trying to stay out of the way of the tractor. Okay, the tractor's coming and they keep moving away from it. And what tends to happen is that tractor tends to be chasing you all the way around. You know what I mean? If you're always getting out of the way of the tractor, that means it's always coming towards you. It's coming up here and you get out of the way and it's still chasing you around. So what I suggest you do with the tractor there or with any object that moves is follow it. Okay, horses are a lot braver about things going away from them than coming towards them. And so I mean, this horse isn't bothered by this tractor, but I'll show you here in a second after it goes by. Oh, where's it going to now? Okay, so he's heading down that way. So all I'm going to do is just start following this tractor. Okay, now let's say, you know, I'm this close and this horse isn't bothered, but let's say your horse would not get any closer than, say, here. Okay, so I'm probably 100 feet from that tractor, you know, 30 meters from that tractor. Just find the place where your horse is slightly uncomfortable and follow the tractor around at that speed. After a while, what you'll find is your horse is really comfortable there and you'll be able to move up and maybe be a little bit closer. Maybe when you get here, your horse is like, oh, I'm not sure about that tractor. Good. Just stay at that distance until your horse gets used to that too. Okay? Once your horse is comfortable there, go a little bit further. And you might not get all this done in one session, you know, but don't go any further unless your horse is totally comfortable there. This doesn't matter if you're trying to do this or you're trying to teach your horse to get clipped or whatever it is. Don't go any further until your horse is totally comfortable. And then, you know, when they get comfortable with that, go up a little further. Now, I haven't done this with him, so let's see how close he gets to that tractor before he gets worried about it. He might not get worried at all. Anyway, you know, you see his ears prick up right there? Usually if they're worried, once they get about this close and they're comfortable, then they get kind of curious and they kind of do this. And they speed up and they want to go and have a look at it and sniff at it, you know what I mean? And sometimes you've got to be careful you don't actually let them step on the thing that they were worried about before. You know, he's not terribly concerned about it, like I said, but anyway, so that would be the way to do it. Now, if you wanted to really start working on stuff and get your horse better about the tractor no matter where it is, once your horse gets comfortable right here, okay, right up behind the tractor, then have your horse, don't get on the inside of the turn, then have your horse get comfortable over here, okay, slightly behind but slightly to the outside. Once your horse is comfortable, see he's a little bit concerned about it right there, so I would just stay here. And there you go, he's drifting towards it, so he just got a little less concerned about it. Once they're comfortable with it there, maybe move up a bit further and have them work beside the tractor. Now right now he's kind of spooking to the side a little bit, so I'm just going to stay over here until he gets over it. There's a wheelbarrow on this tractor that they stopped and picked the manure up with, and I think he's more concerned about the wheelbarrow on there than the actual drag. You know, so what the plan is, you would stay there till he was comfortable, then you would move up here till he was comfortable, and then you would move up here till he was comfortable, and eventually you get to where you can actually trot up beside the front of the tractor. Eventually you can trot in front of the tractor, or you could do that on both sides and eventually circle the tractor. Wait till he gets away from the fence here. Here we go. So once they did that, then you could get to where you lope circles around the tractor. You probably have to get fast enough to go around there, but you could do that. Once they can go around the tractor, then you can get to where you just stay in front of the tractor. You know, the thing about loping circles around that tractor is you go past the front of the tractor and you're there and you're gone. You don't stay there forever. But then after a while, you get to where no matter where you are in the arena, the tractor doesn't bother them. But you've got to start out having them follow that tractor and get really, really comfortable with it. But like I said, after a while, he's going to turn around and come right by me right here. He's going to come straight towards me. It's not really going to bother this horse. You know, you see a lot of, especially like at reining shows and stuff, people are sitting around and the horse is scratching its leg like that and the tractor goes by, and you know, the horses aren't really bothered by it. There you go. So anyway, you know, if you, once again, if you want to get your horse over a moving object, just make sure, I'll just wander across here in front of the tractor, just make sure that you start out by following that thing that bothers them first, and stay a distance away that they're, you know, they're pretty comfortable, just slightly uncomfortable. And initially start out to where they're really comfortable and just find out that zone, that spot to where they get slightly uptight. Stay there till it's perfect. Okay, I don't care if that takes the whole session to get 10 feet closer. Good, and the next time work on it. You know, if you've got horses scared of cars or something, have a friend at home, drive the car around the paddock or the pasture or whatever you want to call it, and get a certain distance away and do exactly the same thing. Try to set it up like that so you control the situation instead of the situation controlling you. Like right here, this guy comes in and drags the arena every day, so I go and I whenever he comes in here, I make sure I work on it so that I can sit here and talk to you. He can come, oh, he's not going to do it now. He can come right by me, behind me with the tractor, and my horse won't be bothered by it. So anyway, try that, and it should work out pretty good for you.